And norms, so normally we talk about, because we are in a group, it's a group norm, which are standards or expectations that are expected or that are accepted, basically accepted and shared by all group members, right? For example, what would be the outcome of absenteeism, right? How much time is required to answer or complete the job, or if I email you in how many days or in how many time period you are expected to leave me a reply or response. Can I call you directly or not? Can I come to your room, or can I ask first appointment or not? So these are some norms or standards that you define, right? In some areas, yeah, and in some countries as well, this really matters a lot. If you go and knock the door of your colleague or something, so in some areas they don't mind coming and just talk about, sorry for that, just talk about that. But in other cases they mind that this is, they will see that, look, I am working, and if we want to meet, then please book a meeting on the work schedule, or on my calendar, book a meeting, and then we can talk about that, right? And conformity. And under conformity, there is group thinking. So why conformity? So what is conformity? Because individuals want to be accepted by the groups to which they belong, so they are susceptible to pressure to conform. What do we mean by conform? Okay, you have to accept my work, whether it is not according to your whatsoever, your demand or something, or your criteria, but you have done it, so it's good work. You have to say that it's good work. Why? Because of groupthink. So what is groupthink? When a group exert extensive pressure on an individual to align his or her opinion with others' opinion. There are people in a group in which one is naturally more influential through his talk, through making lobbies, or exploitation or manipulation. If somebody has this kind of skills, then chances are that what he is thinking, everybody start thinking the same. Why? Because if you are not thinking what he is thinking, then what happened? He trying, make some kind of triangles to tease you, to pressurize you, to give you stress, something, so that you, until you say that, okay, what you are doing is, we should do that. So normally this term is considered negative. Why? Because you cannot raise hand and say that, okay, we should do that. If you do that, you will be kicked out, right? So groupthink is that when group is thinking on the same direction of only one person, what he is thinking. So if I am thinking something, and everybody is also thinking the same, so in these cases, the chances are that the group purpose aligned to this person's goals and ambitions, and chances are that the group may not achieve what it is expected of, because of one person who thinks whatever I am thinking, you must think the same. All right. So sometimes it could lead to a better performance if group leader or that person who has the more power, if he is thinking on a right direction, where group is, where good performance is, then it's a good. But if my intentions are different and group performance is different, so due to this group thinking, people will say that, okay, you are good and my goals are different. So in that case, group think will be a disastrous. So you get the idea, Pablo, Mitali, Nat, Jacob, Morris,
Yeah,
Elias,
yeah, yeah.
Justin,
Yeah.
Jiang. Okay, good. Let's move forward. So under group structure, then we have status symptoms in which, for example, a prestige, grading, position, or rank within the group, right? So, for example, I'm the most knowledgeable person, or I am being considered a very good motivational person or very jolly person. Good jolly person, for example, if somebody have meeting with you, or if I come to the office and I cracks a very nice joke, everybody's happy and start producing more. Or if somebody's presence basically makes other employees feel good, that is a status. It can be reversed as well. For example, if somebody's position or presence makes everybody uncomfortable, then it's a negative sign, right? Then group size. So under group size, we have social loafing as well. So social loafing is tendency for individuals to expand less effort when working collectively than when working alone. For example, sometimes people have this individualistic nature. They want to work alone, and in working alone, they can work better and they can achieve the goal in a very short period of time. But when you put them into a group, and you see in group, everybody is connected to everyone. My work is connected to Mr. A, B, C, D, and they are also connected to each other. Which means I want to start, I cannot start. Why? Because I need data or I need report from Mr. B. So C cannot start until he get confirmation from B. So that frustrates the C, that I am being wasteful, I am not given the things, or the things, they are hiding the things from me or something. So this kind of stuff is called social loafing, when you select a person to increase the group size. Normally, the larger the group, it is considered that its performance is also increased, but it is not the case. Sometimes you increase the group and you hire that person. If he is given a task alone independently, then he would be very happy and he could complete the task. But you included him into the group, and because of that, his performance is now dropping and he cannot work collectively. So you need to think that group structure influence increases the performance, yes, but under that one you need to keep eye on the concept of social loafing. And then group cohesiveness, which means everybody is thinking the same. So that is different from group thinking. All right, group thinking is what one influential person is thinking, everybody is thinking like that or thinking to support him. But group cohesiveness is that degree to which a group member are attracted to group and share the group's goal. Everybody is sharing the group's goal rather than one individual goal. If one individual goal, then it's group thinking. Right? So this happened. We also talk about that in case of storming, because everybody has its own opinion, and when people have their own opinion and they want to share it or they want to act upon it, then there is a natural way of conflict. So in storming techniques, you can avoid that, or you can resolve this conflict. So group cohesiveness and productivity, how we can increase that? So there is a matrix here. So the researchers have designed this cohesiveness and alignment of goals to see that whether we can increase the productivity or not. So you see, if group has more cohesiveness and their goal alignment is the same as group alignment, so they will have a strong productivity. If they have cohesiveness but everyone individual goal is different, right? Personal goal and group goals are same but personal goal is different, then what happened? Decrease in productivity. And if cohesiveness is low but goal alignment is good, everybody is given incentive, but everybody's group goal is not the same, but even then you see a moderate increase in productivity. So you see, even though the cohesiveness is high but your personal goal is not aligned with the group goal, then you see decrease in productivity. But if your personal goals are aligned, even though the group goals are not aligned, even then there is an increase, moderately increase in productivity. So what do we learn from here? Goal alignment is very, very much important, whether in case of group, whether in case of organizational structure, whether in case of hiring people, whether in case of hiring a manager or resolve the agency conflict. Goal alignment is very important. If both are low, then there is no effect on productivity, right? Now, talking about the group process, which means decision making. So what are the advantages here? So when you are giving, so let me go back to that satisfaction model that we talk about here. You see, we talked about external conditions, group member, group structures, and now group processes, or how decisions are made in groups. So what are the advantages if we have good group member resources, good group structure, and we fulfill the external conditions? Then advantage is going to be generate more complete information and knowledge, increase acceptance of the solution, increase legitimacy.